Hey, what's up guys? Back again with another video. Today I'm gonna take a different approach, just be more calm. Mainly because I'm working on this the thumbnail, the painted version of this drawing to just finish quick. I'm just multitasking here. So I don't know exactly what to start out with. Like in terms of what to say about the drawing itself. But I guess I should start with the obvious, that this is the evil version of Captain America. And I hope I don't offend anybody with this, because I mean I had to talk to my coworker to make sure, you know, it doesn't offend him, because he's a Marine, and so he said he liked it. He liked the uniform, he liked the concept. So the reason why this guy has a star on his chest, basically it's the same thing as Captain America, obviously. The thing is, he's a messed up experiment. I mean, the Marvel version makes it look like a very, very polished, very, very pretty. But in this version, since it's a dark Marvel, I was thinking that he was like this messed up experiment, and somehow, I don't know, I haven't decided whether PTSD or the experiment, or PTSD from the experiment, or I don't know, takes over his mind and he becomes evil and he becomes satanic. And the reason I went with this approach is because, I mean, it's when you see a star and you think of the most darkest things, you start thinking of Satanism or stuff like that, because I mean, it's a star. And I feel like it's an homage to Captain America's suit, you know, like I don't know, a star. Except I didn't do this on purpose. If you notice the star on his head, it looks like an A, and that's kind of what I do for my signature. And wait, does it look like an A? Nah, it looks like an upside down A, which even still, it just means that he went rogue or something. And the reason this guy is like shirtless, he's not really wearing his uniform correctly, because I mean he's shirtless underneath. One pocket of his or whatever this is called, the little pouches, there's supposed to be 3 of them, but one of them fell off, and then he has a glove on one arm. Those are little details that I paid attention to. And I don't know, I feel like little details like that tell a story. Like also the fact that he has a scar on his eyebrow. But what was I talking about? Back to the star. I still haven't finished explaining it. He carved it onto his chest, and the glowing eyes has something to do with the experiment. Has nothing to do with the fact like he's a satanic maniac that's lusting over blood. It's more of like an experiment, and again, it's supposed to resemble like a Brightburn-esque universe, something similar to that, something very, very morbid, very dark. That's why for now I still don't know what else to call him other than Morbid America. I mean, it's like evil Captain America, but like, I mean, I think there was an evil Captain America. Was it? No, I think I'm just thinking about Hydra, or I don't know what I really don't know the facts or any of the comic books behind Captain America. I was never a fan, and not really a fan now. I mean, I'm a fan of the action scenes in the movie, but that's about it. I feel like I took my time with this drawing, and I felt very, very into the drawing. Like whatever, especially with cloth. When I would do a wrinkle on part of his pants or something, right away I would see a shadow, especially because I would scribble on part of the line. Usually I don't scribble lines, but when I draw in cloth, for some reason when I scribble it in, it helps me visualize, or in other words, search. That's what artists say when they're trying to find a type of form in their painting. And I get it more from Borodante. It's hard to say his name without saying it in a Spanish accent. Borodante. Borderante. I can't think of. I don't know how comfortable. I don't know how to say more comfortably. But I learned a lot from him. Even it helps with sketching. It helps with certain areas. Like I know where the shadows should fall, and I'm still working on it. I'm still not perfect, because even looking at it now, I can see how some areas I could have shaded better. And I always want to better myself, obviously. I mean, who doesn't? But I want to work towards as much realism as I can. I want to eventually make paintings, man, like something amazing, something very realistic, very what is called hyper realistic paintings. I love those. But other times I like, chilling, killing sometime. Just, I don't know, doodling something that just pops into mind. And I have to thank, again, I've said it in my previous video, Peter Draws. That guy, again, that guy's amazing. He just comes up with whatever's in his mind, and I take some of his, patterns, I guess you can say. But the thing is, I don't like copying off people, and it's never a good idea. I mean, I can see copying certain parts of certain things like that. That's how you kind of make up your own style, and eventually, you start making your own style. That's what defines what your drawings, without even actually making a signature. That drawing, that style is your signature. But I mean, look at cross hatching. I'm pretty sure that one guy or one girl started it. I'm not sexist. I can think of, it's probably a girl. Most likely a girl. Girl power. But I'm pretty sure somebody started cross hatching, and then boom, right away, other artists started picking up, and then cross hatching was born, or at least the concept. Thanks to Google, I just found that word. I again didn't really come up with a story. I just know that if there was to be a story of this guy, he would have to go through some like messed up, I don't know, like experiments and some like a messed up past. I mean, that's like many villains, many storylines are like that. And I want something like gritty, something very gory and very, again, Brightburn-esque. That would be awesome. I don't know if the original Captain America has or was in the army. I'm assuming he is. I don't exactly know. I gotta look that information up. But this one I specifically wanted to make him a Marine, because I have a coworker. He would tell me some Marine stories, and he told me that they were the ones that would go, they would go first in battle, and that's why they're considered. I mean, he said it himself. They're considered crazy because, they were the first ones there. They were trained harder than any branch. And honestly, that doesn't pique my interest. I just like their train. Like I like how they think, the fact that they have to slim down in order to be fast. They also have to have enough strength too. I mean, you gotta have a balance there too. He even told me like somebody smaller than me and skinnier than me can be a lot more dangerous than somebody way bigger than me, because they could be faster. They could think on their feet. I mean, size has nothing to do with how you think, but eventually having so much practice thinking that, I'm pretty sure you can pick up on just thinking right on the, not even thinking, just things come naturally to you. And I think I'd prefer to be that guy, the small guy. It's just cool to think that somebody so small can take on somebody a lot bigger, and then you surprise people. Kind of like Bruce Lee. If you were to go up against, like Brock Lesnar, man, Brock Lesnar would have it. I mean, I don't know how it would work now, because I don't know if Bruce Lee knew jiu-jitsu. I doubt it, but if he did, that would definitely help. I mean, jiu-jitsu is a lot dangerous than boxing, a lot dangerous than kickboxing. I mean, you can break somebody's arm in half, man. That's nuts. Anyways, I want to talk a bit more about the story I'm telling in this drawing. If you notice in one of the what is it, veins that are, or pipes, or one of the tubes got shot at and it deflected the bullet. I wanted to, you know, tell a story that just because he's being shot at doesn't mean that, no, just because you I wanted to tell a story that shows that every part of a suit is strong, even the tubes connecting to his limbs. And that's supposed to say that, like, I don't know, I just imagine that those tubes pump something into him, something that gives him strength and sometimes even size. I don't know what the size is for. I guess more strength or more intimidation. I didn't really think that through, because I mean, why put size on yourself and then slow yourself down, you know? But then again, you're adding size, you're sacrificing your speed for strength. What comes to mind is Dragon Ball. It reminds me how Trunks gained so much size to get that strength, but he also slowed down a lot. I remember even in the video games, you would slow down a lot in the fight, but you could throw your enemies really far. And some game called Budokai Tenkaichi 2. I never played 3 up until I got the Wii, which is weird. I wanted to go with the uniform that they wear. My coworker that I was talking about, he told me that I should have gone with the Raider uniform, and I'm not very informed in all this type of stuff, so I just googled Marine battle uniform, battle suits or something, and I just drew whatever it gave me, and I don't even know the name, but yeah, I customized part of it. I don't know if the belt that he's wearing right here is allowed, but it's like that type of cloth belt that you kind of just, you know, put over your belt or your waist. You kind of make it go through one hole and you kind of just stretch it out. It's kind of hard to explain. What are those things called? Those belts? Cloth belts? I don't know what they're called, but I hope you get the picture by looking at the picture. I just imagine this guy being reckless and, like, not necessarily reckless as in, like, he doesn't care what bridges he burns, but very precise in his fighting and calculations and stuff like that. Using big words here that I don't even understand myself. For the shield, I don't even know what design to come up with, because it's very illogical to have a shield like that in a battlefield. I mean, it could be made out of vibranium, but even still, like, it wouldn't make sense. And I was gonna put big machine guns on his back, but then again, I felt like that would slow him down too. I mean, yeah, he has a lot of strength. I don't know. I feel okay. You know what? I kind of regret not putting big machine guns on his back now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah. Either way, I had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this drawing. I'm gonna let you watch the rest of the video, and I'll see you in the next video. I don't know. I don't even know what the outro is gonna be, but yeah.